Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey guys, Americans being Americans. Great. Okay, let's do it. Fun time. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Let's go. MK did a subscribe, a like. We're good. Let's do it.
America, the land of the free. As long as you pay for it. No one says today is 14th of March. People say it's March 14th, lol. Have you ever gone outside of the US? No. LMAO. Hello, yes, 999. I just had to eat a very moldy blueberry by mistake and I'd like my tongue removed. 999? You mean 911? I think if I ordered an ambulance from America,
If I don't even know if it's joking or not or anymore, but the most annoying thing I've noticed, okay? I'm not a self-hating American, okay? But this stuff is starting to upset me a little. That if I put myself into other countries' shoes and there's this country that's constantly saying that whatever their stuff is has to apply to the rest of the world, I'm going to go insane.
I'd be a little bit scuppered since I live in England and it's an awfully long drive. Hey, fun fact, Americans. Because of how much of your media my country consumes, they had to set up Australia's phone systems to automatically reroute 911 to 000. Because so many of us kids would call 911 because that's what we saw on the TV. America, y'all just jealous. Stop complaining about your life. There are literally people living in the USA. Y'all just jealous because we have freedom of speech in the Second Amendment and you don't. It's in the Netherlands? I'm sorry, I don't know where some random city Amsterdam is. Jesus. Amsterdam is so irrelevant, bro. I bet you more people have heard of our smallest state, Vermont, than the freaking Amsterdam. No need
Vermont isn't the smallest state. I'm from the smallest state. Rhode Island. That's our flag right there.
to judge me. Also, you're British, so how do you know? Actually, your smallest state is Rhode Island, not Vermont. Shut up!
Snort. Freaking hell. I snorted. I'm sorry.
Chill, no need to have a mental breakdown. I doubt you could afford the hospital cover anyway.
Boom. Roasted.
Ancestry DNA. 42% Scandinavian, 26% Native American, 24% European, 8% Asian. I gotta say, though, in this person's defense, they're just print.
You did not do that. Is this a real tattoo? Not only is it kind of embarrassing to make this a tattoo if it is real, but you just put 42% Scandinavian and 24% European. That doesn't compute.
And what they've been given. This is all on Ancestry DNA for just clumping Europeans together in one bundle, but isolating Scandinavia for some reason.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms is universal. That's the recognition made by the Second Amendment. This guy's rights are absolutely being infringed here by the Australian government. On top of that, councils are a violation of your private property rights up to the line that you've infringed on someone else's property rights.
Today I learned American Constitution is universal. I wonder if this person thinks that every country that starts with an A is also recognized as part of the amendment.
I would have said that this is probably mostly joking, but I can't even say that anymore because I watched a video where an American in England literally acted like our laws applied there. So I can't even say it's joking. It's probably serious.
Save Australia protest erupts in New York? What? When? What? I didn't even know we needed saving. This Schmidt is hilarious. Oh, of course, this was 2021. What an image. The US maid of the mist at Niagara Falls packed to the railings while the Canadian equivalent is only allowed 6 passengers per sailing. Just note this post is all from 2020. It's not that there's no Canadians anymore, it's just that they were doing the social distancing back then. But don't let that stop a proud patriot to threaten you.
Just keep in mind, one could take every inch of your land if we wanted to.
Well, we don't though, because we are nice. People who leave their phones set to military time are freaking war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can understand that? Freaking bootlickers, what's next? You gonna join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12. Actually, in the UK right now, a train is delayed as a cat is sitting on the roof and is refusing to come down.
It's unpatriotic.
It says West Coast on the front of the train. America.
It's like his signature on a post about the Cleopatra
West Coasts only exist in America. True. He's right. He's right, guys. He's right. True.
show. Lol, I'm not really understanding signature on a post about the Cleopatra show. Lol, I'm not really understanding the hate around this show. Egypt is obviously in Africa, so she could have been African American.
Guys.
Oh no! Oh no! We have no idea what she looked like, so we can assume. So she could have been African American.
Take a moment to think about what you said there.
This clock shows the time in the shadow based on the position of the sun.
I was trying to think of a comeback there, and I can't even do it. I'm sorry. Yes. If you are not of the... Forget it.
But oh no! That's a higher number than 12! It would be cool if it
Is that... Oh, God.
worked in 12-hour. I'm American. Can't read military time. Dude, you literally have the biggest military in the world. I'm pretty sure. You have the most expensive military in the world, I'll give you that. Point of view. The cops at your school sit on lifeguard chairs to watch for fights at lunch.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something about shooting.
Wowee. At least give him like a life ring that he can just throw at students. So ridiculous. Donald must work on his anger management problem, then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Chill, Donald. Chill. Stop the count. In no circumstance is it okay for a teenager to refer to our
Are we just like a zoo to the rest of the world? Are we just a zoo? Because that's what I'm starting to think.
president by his first name. No circumstances. You're on an American website using an American browser on the internet, which Americans invented. Go f yourself, you irrelevant witch with a bee. Little bee buzzing around you.
Nice guy.
Chinese website, technically. The inventor of Google Chrome is Sundar Pichai, who is Tamil.
Nope, it's John Smith, you un-American bastard.
The inventor of the internet was from England.
Nope,
The only thing
fake.
American here is your education
Fake.
level.
Nope, all fake. Jesus was
Roasted.
American.
Also, Europe is not that big, and all Europeans have pretty much the exact same culture and genetics. Oh, please. Please go and say this in Europe. Go over there. Go to a town square and begin the rest of this conversation. Someone saying they are part Irish and part French is the equivalent of saying you are part Kentuckian and part New Yorkan. Irish and French are nationalities, not races. Whoa, dude, how did you sprinkle some correctness in all this wrong? It's incredible. It's like a sparkling nugget of gold
It was accidentally being correct.
in your diarrhea. Europeans are Europeans. Europe is
What about diarrhea?
sparkling nugget of gold in your diarrhea.
true.
Europeans are Europeans. Europe isn't big enough to distinguish one European from another. Look, in their defense, if Europe wasn't so small, they probably wouldn't be having so many wars, so... Quick, the Americans are asleep. Post pictures of stuff that isn't expensive. Whoa, look, free Ubers.
Only because Americans pay for the healthcare of Europe.
Whoa, what?
Guys, he's right.
I'd rather receive false...
You stupid, stupid Europeans. You didn't realize that we pay for your healthcare? Wow. You're... wow.
For the healthcare of Europe.
Whoa, what? I'd rather receive false information and keep my conservative views than receive true information and follow a socialist agenda.
Okay, this has to be trolling a joke. I refuse to accept Americans are this stupid. Maybe we are. SpongeBob noises.
Google translates flags in non-English comments to the US flag. Foda de mes. Brasil.
Too bad, America.
It's funny to me that they've decided Americans are the only ones who might not realize they're foreigners.
My brain is not working. It's funny to me that they've decided Americans are the only ones who might not realize they're foreigners. Oh, okay. No, I actually get that.
This way to foreign passports. Over here, if you're not from this country. Over here. Americans, this way! How can this be today when it's 7:45 a.m. and this says it happened at 11 a.m.? Hi there. We are the National Gallery in London. Well, maybe put that on your screen name. There's a National Gallery in Washington, D.C. Madam, your first name unfortunately suits you.
Roasted.
She lives in Germany, bro. I have never felt this mentally well.
Has anyone actually seen the Office there? It's so funny. It might be the funniest, is funniest a word? Who cares? Americans have been dumb enough. I can be stupid. Is the funniest clip from, I think, the Office episodes in the U.S.
In my whole life.
Kevin, I can't think of a dumb joke or a fat joke. Boom, roasted.
She lives in Germany, bro. I have never felt this mentally well in my whole life.
What a freaking time to post this.
Why? Are you willfully ignorant of the Supreme Court dismantling our freedoms, or are you a conservative or just
You don't know everything about America? Communist.
stupid? It really amazes me that some people don't fathom that there are other people using the internet in the world.
Say what
Nope,
you want.
wrong.
America is the reason you have cars.
That's Germany.
Get real. Next, you're gonna tell me that sausages aren't American.
Meanwhile, in r/polls, non-Americans of Reddit, would you want to move to
Someone did tell me hamburgers are not American. And then I said, what? And then they said Hamburg, Germany. And I didn't respond. Good point.
America? In r/polls, non-Americans of Reddit, would you want to move to America permanently?
Oh, look at that. Look at the overwhelming middle finger. It's the greatest country on earth, people. You don't want to miss out on living here.
Spoken like a true customs officer hoping to get some extra revenue this year. In kindergarten, first day, we sat in a circle and all of the kids were going around the room saying where they were born, favorite color, etc. They got to me and I said that I was born in Athens.
Where they were born? That's a strange question to ask kindergartners. Which, by the way, I heard is a German word for... Oh God, I'm making myself seem just as stupid as these guys.
Greece, favorite color, etc. They got to me and I said that I was born in Athens, Greece. The whole class erupted in laughter. I looked over to the teacher. She was laughing as well. She said, "You must mean that you were born in Athens, Georgia." It was that moment I was thinking to myself, what the hell is she
I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know that in Athens, Georgia existed.
going to teach me?
She's going to teach you the greatest education system on the planet.
True.
The imperial system.
Imagine thinking ancient Greeks were white.
Oh boy, what a beautiful conclusion to make.
You believe they were not? Are you American or something?
Well, hey, calm down.
Yes, he said something dumb, but there's no need to go to such extremities. Wait, in other countries, you
Such extremities?
don't have to pay a hospital bill at all? I thought it was just cheaper, but no pay at
That's
all?
communism.
That's so interesting. How do you prevent people from just jumping off stuff like idiots? What, how do we prevent people from just,
Good point.
basic self-preservation instincts?
Nope.
Wait, hold up, American. So the only reason you are not injuring yourself deliberately is money?
Running headfirst into walls is such an expensive hobby.
It's free? Jumping out the window. This
Healthcare
moment.
isn't a human right. I'm not paying the bill for some turd that habitually abuses their own body and uses EMS like it's a taxi service. No, Bernie, no. To which, again, what is even the purpose of ambulances if not to transport? Countries that provide universal healthcare. It's interesting how, I mean, excluding some countries there, but the closer you get to the equator, the more statistically the government doesn't care about its citizens' health. Just think, Alaska, if your land was still owned by Russia, you'd have health
Saudi Arabia has you? Freaking hell, man.
about its citizens' health.
I'm
Just
getting-
think, Alaska, if your land was still owned by Russia, you'd have health care. Universal health care ain't it, Chief. Sure, you get medical attention, but your doctors are imbeciles and more likely will harm than help you. No, that's not at all how it works. I mean, more people use imperial than metric. The US is a large population-wise, and it's more than the entirety of all metric countries combined. No one mentions China's measurement system or Russian and their cubits. Sorry to burst your bubble, but India alone has a larger population
Nope,
than the US.
wrong.
And they use the metric system.
Wrong.
This inflated mindset about America, it never will cease to amaze me. Your daily reminder that the
All right, this started out as a sort of fun video, and now I'm just getting depressed.
insulin I've used for 24 years, Humalog, has gone from $21 a vial to $275 a vial with no changes to the insulin or even the packaging.
Yeah, but
That's a 1,200% increase on a hormone every human requires to live, but my body can't make. I die in 48 hours without it. That's free in the UK. My husband has been type 1 diabetic for over 40 years. Many stays in the hospital. Excellent GP care. Excellent foot care weekly. 6 daily medications. Free. All of it. We pay taxes, and the National Health Service is a service for all. Whoa, is someone talking about possibly dying without expensive medication? And that it seems like they're being leached for every cent they make? Oh, I better mock them for it. My expensive frequent healthcare is subsidized at the expense of healthy people. I think it's great. Thief. Hey, my butt. Okay, we're talking about my booty right now. We use MPH in this country. Wheels
Miles
is an
per
Australian
hour.
magazine. We use metric measurements.
Yeah, well, you're on the internet, which is American. Therefore, you can use American, the
Didn't
best measurements.
Britain?
Actually, the World Wide Web was first developed in CERN. I don't blame you for not knowing that. You're apparently an American.
Boom. Roasted.
Still, the EU doesn't really have homegrown computer companies. At least none come to mind. But overall, I agree. Apple hardware isn't cheap, and Europeans have less disposable income than Americans. It's why you rarely see iPhones outside Switzerland. Lol, are you kidding? iPhones are everywhere in Europe. Italy, Spain, Germany, UK. Oh, don't be silly. If that was true, then that means Europeans would be able to access the internet. We all know that only Americans use that. The feminine urge to get a giant dog, buy a tiny house in the woods, and leave your former life behind. Yes, that's purely a feminine urge. Escaping the 9 to 5.
All us manly men, however, we love office jobs.
What are you doing to give stewardship of the land back to the people indigenous to it?
I live in Ireland.
Yeah, my point still stands.
No, it really doesn't.
Wow, just trying to erase the minority from the discussion. How typical
Disgusting. How dare you, Ireland?
of you white
How dare you? How dare you?
people.
I'm a Celt myself, Irish specifically. My ancestry is from Munster County.
Lies.
Munster isn't a county, it's a province. You're gonna mansplain Ireland to me when I'm Irish? A man with an unwashed butt has an opinion again. I know my country better than you absolute goal. God, I hope
Absolute
I gave that at least
goal.
1/5 of the justice it deserves to be pronounced as. I'm proud to say that my blood last name is Bambini, and although my ancestry
Bambini.
DNA gives me 0 Italian DNA on my dad's side, I'll stick with being 1/4 Italian. This is the most American thing I've read. Why does Italian pizza look so bad? It seems uneven and disproportionate, whereas American pizza is far more balanced in its design and texture.
I wonder where pizza came from.
If someone wants to just... No, I'm not going to be against it, okay? I'm going to turn the other way. Even if this is a bait, if they're just doing this...
Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. The link is at the top of the description if you want to finish the video on your own. Jesus Christ. I can only take so much. If you guys have any of your own experiences with Americans not being the brightest, I'd love to hear it down below, or any comments at all. Hope everyone's doing well. That was a doozy. See you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.